Let's talk about the cities that people are leaving in droves and are likely to continue doing so in 2025. Welcome back, everyone. When a city's population starts to dwindle, whether people are moving to a new area or just searching for better opportunities, it's like watching a game of Jenga. The housing market becomes unsteady, small businesses start to wobble, and employment prospects can look shaky. But don't worry, by keeping an eye on these demographic changes, residents, governments, and businesses can stay ahead of the curve and work to stabilize the situation. Today, we're focusing on cities where people have made the decision to leave en masse. Got it? Good. Let's dive in. Number 10. Baltimore, Maryland. People are leaving Baltimore, Maryland, for various reasons, often centering on safety concerns and quality of life. The city has struggled with high crime rates, particularly violent crimes, making many residents feel unsafe in their own neighborhoods. Additionally, Baltimore's job market isn't exactly thriving. While certain sectors like healthcare and education are doing well, many people find better paying jobs in nearby cities like Washington, D.C., or Philadelphia, prompting them to move. On top of that, Baltimore has long-standing issues with education and infrastructure. Public schools are often underfunded, which can be discouraging for families with children. And then there's the infrastructure. Let's just say it's seen better days. The situation worsened when a cargo ship collided with the Key Bridge, a major transportation artery, causing it to collapse. It's a double whammy. The infrastructure is already bad, and then it gets hit with another blow, like getting dumped by your girlfriend, and as she leaves, she kicks you in the groin. When you combine all these factors with the allure of more affordable housing, better schools, and a stronger sense of community in the surrounding suburbs or neighboring states, it's easy to see why some people are leaving Baltimore in search of a better life. Currently, Baltimore has a population of about 569,000 residents. Just the city, not the surrounding area. In 2018, it had 611,000, representing a 6.8% drop. By 2025, it's predicted to lose another 2.7%. Number 9. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has long been known as the gateway to the West, but lately, it seems more like the gateway to getting out. It could be the oppressive humidity that makes it feel like you're living inside a hot, soggy blanket for half the year. Or perhaps it's the local government, which has been letting the community down more often than not for the last 70 years or so. There's one other issue I noticed that the locals might not mind as much, but it drove me crazy. The streets are more confusing than a crossword puzzle written in hieroglyphics. But the main reason people are leaving St. Louis is the crime. The violent crime rate is 28% above the national average. The national average for violent crimes is 370 for every 100,000 residents. In St. Louis, it's 1,472. In 2018, St. Louis City, not the metro area, had 308,000 residents. By 2023, that number had dropped to 286,000, a 7.14% decrease. By 2025, they're predicted to lose another 2.8%. Number 8. Birmingham, Alabama. People are leaving Birmingham like they're trying to escape a pot of grits that's been left on the stove too long. The city, once a bustling hub of steel production, now seems to be rusting at the edges. Some say the infrastructure is so bad that potholes turn into ponds after a good rain. Even the squirrels are packing up their acorns and heading to more exciting zip codes. That's no joke, something's happening to the squirrels in Birmingham. A couple of years back, I saw a news report where a guy mentioned that he doesn't see nearly as many squirrels as he used to in Birmingham. You have to be a real squirrel enthusiast to notice that your city doesn't have as many squirrels as it used to. I shouldn't make too much fun of it, though. I noticed something similar in my own hometown. It wasn't squirrels, but fish. Back at the Redondo Beach Pier, you used to be able to look over the edge and see all these bright orange fish called Garibaldis or Catalina goldfish. Then, one day, in my 30s, I realized I didn't see them anymore. I mentioned it to a guy standing there, and he said, "Yeah, I haven't seen one in years, don't know why." It's probably due to pollution in the harbor. But back to Birmingham, they also have the disadvantage of being in the south, which means dealing with horrible weather. During the summer, you're sweating every single day like you just finished a hot yoga class, and then suddenly, there's a cold snap, and you're digging out your sweaters because it's 40 degrees outside. For whatever reason, people are fleeing Birmingham. In 2023, the population was 196,000 residents. In 2018, it was 212,000, representing a 7.7% drop. They're expected to lose another 2.9% by 2025. Number 7. Santa Ana, California. Santa Ana has seen a steady exodus for a few years now, driven by various factors. One major issue is the rising cost of living. It's California, so the cost is brutal no matter where you are in the state. Over the years, housing prices and rent have skyrocketed, making it difficult for many residents to afford to stay. The city, like much of Orange County, has seen home prices soar, pushing people to look for more affordable options. Even daily expenses like groceries and utilities have become a burden for some, leading them to search for a place where their money stretches further. Back when I was a kid, if you got priced out of Orange County or the South Bay, you'd head out to places like Temecula or maybe even Hemet. I wouldn't recommend Hemet anymore, but Temecula is still a good option. The dream of owning a home in Santa Ana, or pretty much anywhere in Orange County, has become a distant hope, and people are now moving to states like Arizona, Texas, and New Mexico, or even Idaho, which is becoming increasingly popular. And before you assume it's just liberals moving to Idaho, remember that most of Orange County is still Republican, though not as much as it used to be. Another reason people are leaving Santa Ana is the changing job market. While Santa Ana has some industries, it lacks the diverse job opportunities found in larger cities like Los Angeles or tech hubs like Silicon Valley. Many residents are moving to other regions with better job prospects, especially in emerging fields like technology and healthcare. In 2023, Santa Ana had 308,000 residents. Again, just the city, not the metro area. That's down 7.76% from 2018 when they had 334,000. By 2025, they're expected to lose another 3%. Number 6. Hialeah, Florida. People are leaving Hialeah for a variety of reasons, one of the main ones being the cost of living. Florida, not just Miami, but the entire state, is becoming more and more expensive. Hialeah has long been known for its Cuban community and cultural richness, but the rising cost of housing and everyday expenses is making it harder for residents to keep up. As rents and home prices continue to climb, many families are finding it difficult to stay in the area, prompting them to look for more affordable options elsewhere. This is especially true for younger generations who are trying to start families or save for the future but are feeling the squeeze from increasing financial pressures. Over the last few years, Florida has seen a slight uptick in the number of younger adults leaving the state. While it's not a massive exodus, it's noticeable. In 2018, the outflow was up 1%. In 2019, it rose to 2.4%. In 2020, it stayed flat due to the pandemic, but by 2022, it was up 3.4%, and in 2023, it reached 4%. At the same time, fewer and fewer younger people are moving into Florida. While Hialeah has a strong sense of community, the job market hasn't kept pace with the growing population. Many residents are finding it challenging to secure well-paying jobs or advance their careers, pushing them to seek opportunities in other cities and states. Combined with the increasing traffic congestion and the stress of urban living, it's no surprise that more and more people are deciding that Hialeah isn't the place for them. They just want a better quality of life, which isn't happening there. In 2023, Hialeah had a population of 220,000 residents, down 8.1% from 2018 when they had 239,000. By 2025, they're expected to lose another 3.2%. Number 5. San Francisco, California. It seems like everyone's moving out of San Francisco, except the homeless. To be fair, the situation has improved somewhat compared to 2021, when the streets were overrun with vagrants. But the city still faces significant challenges. Many people are leaving because of the ridiculous cost of living. San Francisco has long been one of the most expensive cities in the United States, with sky-high rents and home prices. Even a modest one-bedroom apartment can cost you over $3,000 a month. That is insane. Additionally, everything else is more expensive in San Francisco, from groceries to gas, making it difficult for many to sustain a comfortable lifestyle. As a result, some residents are opting to leave the city in search of more affordable living situations, often relocating to neighboring cities or even different states. But the cost of living isn't the only issue. San Francisco has seen a noticeable rise in crime rates over the past few years. Car break-ins, thefts, and burglaries have become all too common, leaving residents feeling unsafe and frustrated. There was a time when the city's crime rate wasn't that bad compared to other major cities. That time is not now. I was watching a news report about the Walgreens down in Union Square, and one of the local businessmen said that if you want to see a real-life episode of Survivor, head to Union Square around 6 p.m. on any day of the week. Whether it's a group of people fighting over the use of the single bathroom in Starbucks, a turf war over prime panhandling spots, or someone being robbed, there's something dangerous going on in that area every evening. With these safety concerns and the perception that local leaders aren't doing enough to address the issues, more people are deciding that San Francisco is no longer the ideal place to live. Some are moving to more affordable and safer suburbs, while others are leaving the state altogether. In 2018, San Francisco had a population of 883,000, not the metro area, just the city. By 2023, it had dropped to 812,000, a 7.8% decrease. They're expected to lose another 3.4% by 2025. Number 4. Shreveport, Louisiana. People are leaving Shreveport for a variety of reasons, chief among them being the lack of economic opportunities. The city, once a bustling hub for the oil and gas industry, has seen a significant decline in jobs over the years. As the oil industry has fluctuated and other industries have failed to take its place, many residents have struggled to find stable, well-paying employment. This lack of economic prospects has led to a steady outflow of people searching for better opportunities elsewhere. The crime rate in Shreveport is another major factor driving people away. The city has struggled with high levels of violent crime, making it a less desirable place to live for families and individuals alike. This sense of insecurity, coupled with a declining local economy, creates a perfect storm for people looking to leave the area. On top of that, Shreveport's public schools have long been a point of concern. Number 3. Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio, also known as the Glass City, has been experiencing a population decline for a number of reasons, primarily related to economic struggles and a lack of job opportunities. Once a thriving industrial center, Toledo has seen many of its manufacturing jobs disappear over the years, leaving a significant portion of its workforce without stable employment. This has led to a decline in the local economy, making it difficult for residents to make ends meet and prompting many to seek better opportunities elsewhere. The city's infrastructure and public services have also suffered as a result of the economic downturn. Schools, public transportation, and healthcare services in Toledo have seen budget cuts, leading to a decline in the quality of life for residents. Number 2. New Orleans, Louisiana. People are leaving New Orleans like it's a sinking ship. And let's be honest, in some ways, it is. The city has long struggled with flooding issues, and climate change is only making it worse. The constant threat of hurricanes and the damage they cause has made it difficult for many residents to feel secure in their homes. But it's not just the natural disasters that are driving people away. Number 1. Cleveland, Ohio. Last on the list but first in population loss is Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland has been losing residents at a steady pace for years, primarily due to economic struggles. Once a thriving industrial city, Cleveland has seen many of its factories close down, leading to a significant loss of jobs. This has created a ripple effect throughout the local economy, with businesses closing and the city's tax base shrinking. So there you have it, the 10 cities people are leaving in 2025. Whether it's due to economic factors, high crime rates, or simply a desire for a better quality of life, these cities are seeing a steady decline in population. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.